so I'm going through a bit of a change-up with me robos. You know, I decided I'm not going to just buy everything, sold off a bunch of boring ones, and I'm thinking, who do I need to get so that I'll finally be happy with my G1 collection? And I had the faintest recollection of a certain red and yellow fella, but I couldn't quite place who he was. And I'm thinking maybe I should track that guy down one day. Maybe one day. And then I'm in Leicester the other week and I find this wicked vintage and old toy shop called Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop. And who should I find sat there next to the counter at eye level but the very guy. It's G1 Sureshot, and it was definitely fate, bro. So this guy showed up in the Target Master line, which came out in 1987 in that weird sort of post-movie period when Hasbro had to figure out how to actually do this themselves now they'd run out of Micromans and Diaclones to regurgitate. And considering some of the train wrecks that showed up about that time, I think Sureshot comes out of it relatively smelling like roses. So let's take a sniff. So like a lot of his contemporaries, Sureshot's sporting that weird sort of glossy aesthetic where you're very aware that what you're holding is a toy. You know, he's big and chunky with lots of smooth surfaces and big square bits and massive blocks of colour, and that's okay. He's certainly a lanky drink of water, save for the hulking barrel chest, and he's rocking a fair collection of kibble too. Check the kidney wheels and the mono-leg mono-axle. That's who he is, and I respect him for expressing himself. But is it just me, or is that Sideswipe's head? Articulation's a bust, obviously. I mean, he can kind of shrug a bit and aggressively limbo if you insist. But that's not why we love G1, is it? Point is, he's a lumpy, awesome fun box with a gun that turns into a bloke. Yes, indeed, this is spoil sport, and he's definitely one of the less subtle Target Masters. Look, he's got arms and that. It's so blades. I'm all about the bright red pants and surly demeanour, and his transformation, which is actually just doing a sit-up. Speaking of... Transformation's 10 seconds of complete joy with a bit of blissfully semi-automatic ratcheting and some wonderfully 1987 features. I mean, check out the little levers that draw his hands into his sleeves. Sleevers? And dig this bright yellow dune buggy. It's probably the brashest Autobot car mode I can think of. It's like Sunstreaker if Sunstreaker was Beachcomber. Left the giant sticky out wheels and the rocket booster sticker. Legs are a bit weird and unstable under there, and there's a bit of visible head going on. But I guess he'll need some space with all that party he's bringing. Now at this point in the video, I'd usually be like, where's my classics version of so-and-so? But this time I think I'm alright. In terms of a banging bright yellow beach buggy badass, I think Sandstorm's got me covered. So yeah, this Amarillo Hombre is a satisfyingly sunny glob of G1 glory. And for my money, easily as iconic an Autobot as your Prowls and your Sea Sprays and your Traxes, Sureshot perfectly typifies what was so great and so naff about this era of Transformer history, and I cannot tell you how stoked I am to have this guy back on my shelf. Big ups once again to my boys in Leicester. Keep it gangster.